o'clock a.m. to 9:30 a.m. 3 segments to eat. The first 30 minutes is review. The second 30 minutes is where we get to look at issues. We give it a topic. And then the last 30 minutes is actually your own time to join the conversation. And this we cannot do without you. And so please, make it a business. Make it a day with us on this very day. I truly want to say thank you for always being there. But I cannot continue without apologizing to our listener and viewer this morning for coming on air a bit behind schedule. Well, there is no excuse to this. This is because as a result of an unforeseen circumstances that came our way. But give it to God. In His grace and mercy, again, we're able to overcome, and this is what it is. So we're live on air. You can join us on our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM/TV. Just connect with us, drop your comments, and I'll get to read them later on, God's willing. So thank you so much again and again. By the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the welfare of workers is not a privilege but a fundamental right. It is our constitutional duty to ensure fair wages, safe working conditions, and stronger social protections for all workers. Prioritizing the welfare of our workforce is not just a moral obligation but a constitutional mandate that empowers our citizens, bolsters our economy, and upholds the core values of dignity and respect in our nation. Let's make a firm commitment to placing workers' welfare as our top priority, guaranteeing that every Nigerian can work with the confidence that their rights are safeguarded. This is brought to you by Lawrence Zongo. Zero Agenda is our message today unto thee, and I pray you will find a place to relate even with this. Let peace be your every moment companion. So that's what it is. Now, on this very first segment of Unity Trend this morning, we are tired. Single girls leave our husbands alone to come back to their wives and children. Married women stage protest against the husband snatching in Asaba. This is so, some laughter there, but it's not something to laugh about, okay? Nollywood actress Auntie Ramota reportedly in coma after undergoing a failed young surgery. Oh my, that is not a good one. Okay, another story here says governors, lawmakers should be included in 62,000 naira proposed minimum wage, and this is credited to Father Mbaka. Yes, I think I want to stand with this young man who says that, joining also Father Mbaka. All right. I gave my dad my only car 13 years after he sold his taxi to pay for my exams. Oh my, this is a wonderful one. Security, right? Retirement there. These and many more stories are coming your way, even locally. Okay, thank you. You know I don't do this alone. I have someone in the studio. But before I get to introduce him, I would love to also say a very big good morning to Chief Jefta Haruna Gofer, Turakin Ronkolere, Jos and Environs. Saf Jefta Adamu, okay, Jentan Adamu, Jos Central Ronkolere. I was up the hills yesterday somewhere around Police Fields just to see my able chief, Turakin Ronkolere, Jos and Environs, sir. That is a Saf Jefta, okay, Saf Jefta at the Jenta Adamu, Jos Central, and that's what it is. Thank you so much. In the studio is Barrister Paul Zaruma. And he's coming your way with another big good morning, just as he did yesterday.
A very big good morning to viewers and listeners. This is a wonderful day. Good morning, Kulbi. Good morning, Prof. You know, I hope you will stay tuned and enjoy this program and invite as many people as you can. Thank you once again for having me here.
All right. Minimum wage talks enter their level awaits Tinubu's nod. Okay, local refinery may crash petrol price to 300 naira per litre. Modular refineries. Marketers register with the Dangote refinery ahead of loading. This and many more again and again. In the studio is Professor Poveno H. Ba Mayi. Another big good morning, and of course, Shock Observer is coming your way. Stay tuned.
Good morning, could be Barrister Zaruma.
Morning.
Viewers, listeners, fantastic good morning to you. Other parts of the world where it's not morning. A fantastic good afternoon, fantastic good evening. It's a beautiful day. Today is 11th June, just a day before Nigeria's Democracy Day, June 12th. It's beautiful to be in the studio. Wherever you're watching us from, we're glad to have you. Those on Facebook, YouTube, 93.3 FM radio, satellite TV around the world. It's wonderful that you are part of this fantastic broadcast. Please invite your friends, your neighbors, your family. Go on social media, tell people we're on air. Be part of this broadcast. Follow us. The time will come when you need to make some comments. Feel free to make those comments. But let me quickly remind you that it is 11th June 2024. What about those goals, those visions, those dreams, those objectives you have for 2024? How far, so far, have you gone? Farmers are enjoying the rains. Here in Jos Plateau State, fantastic rain overnight into this morning. You can plant your rice, you can plant other crops, attend to your farm. The blessing is there. In some parts of the world, they are not so fortunate. You know, Dr. Josiah Mandieka, my friend that came from Kenya last week, he was telling me that there was a time in Kenya they did not have rain for 2 years. I said, 2 years? He said, 2 years. There was no rain. I don't think we've ever had that in the history of Nigeria. God has blessed us with rain. So, get a farm. If you have one, make it bigger. You have a big farm, get a bigger one. One man, one farm, one woman, two farms.
Yes.
Get a fantastic farm. So, whatever your dream is, whether it is to write a book, I hope you've gone far. An album you want to release. Maybe you want to read many books. Maybe you want to build a house, build a shop, invest in real estate. Whatever it is you want to do, that trade, that skill, please go out there, get it done. Because time, like they say, waits for no man. And by the streets of by and by, one arrives at the house of never. So, don't live up to tomorrow. What might be done today? Procrastination is the enemy of success. Procrastination is the enemy of success. Make sure your goals, dreams, objectives are smart. That means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And while you go about pursuing those goals and objectives and dreams and visions, please, viewers and listeners, do remember to be the change that you want to see in the world.
Oh, that's lovely, and thank you so much, Professor Poveno H. Bamayi, for such a wonderful one already. Yes, I've gotten a farm for myself and, of course, my family, and I look forward to God has always been faithful, and I'm sure that I have been there to have some fun. It's going to be great, and I don't want to promise. I would have said that I will get you some by the time I, harvest time, all right? So, but I know you also have been there to take care of your own farms. And I pray God will always remember us for good. Those who are passing through some kind of health challenge, I pray again God will never forget to come over you with healings. And I believe someone is saying amen to that. Thank you so much. Before Barrister gets to tell us a little about sporting activities, particularly football, let me just read this out. By the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the welfare of workers is not a privilege but a fundamental right. It is our constitutional duty to ensure fair wages, safe working conditions, and strong social protections for all workers. Prioritizing the welfare of our workforce is not just a moral obligation, but a constitutional mandate that empowers our citizens, bolsters our economy, and the citizens upholds the core values of dignity and respect in our nation. Let's make a firm commitment to placing workers' welfare as our top priority, guaranteeing that every Nigerian can work with the confidence that their rights are safeguarded. And this message is coming your way. Is our message today, actually powered by Lawrence Zongo. He calls himself Zero Agenda. I think I support him with this. Even men without agenda have agendas. Thank you so much. Barrister, anything for us?
Yeah, and
is it a good one, Barrister?
It's a sad one.
Oh my!
Yesterday, Super Eagles of Nigeria lost to Benin 2-1. It is a very sad defeat.
Barrister,
and
that
has actually put the hope of Nigeria to qualify for the next World Cup at the edge of a precipice. We wouldn't know what will happen. Out of 10 matches, I don't think the Super Eagles have won one. So they've played 4. They've played 4 matches, 6 matches left. And the hope is not there, maybe except miracle. Because there are other teams that we play, and by the time they play, so it is unlike the Super Eagles. We cannot play 4 matches and have only 3 points. That's very sad. And many people are criticizing the appointment of Finai George as the handler of the team. Omokachi recently, before this match, withdrew his services as the assistant coach to Finai George. There are something they are not telling us. But obviously, before they went for that interview, Amunike have a better pedigree of becoming the coach of the Super Eagles. But we don't know the yardstick they use in appointing Finai George. And Amunike have better profile, better pedigree, and then he have better record in terms of achievement in football. He has taken some African countries to the Nation Cup that he had never been in the Nation Cup. He has done well in football, so he has a better record. But we don't know what happened. Many people were hoping that Amunike would coach the Super Eagles, but unfortunately, the next thing we had as Finai George was announced. And since the announcement of Finai George, the Super Eagles has been finding it so awful. We have been clamoring for a local coach, and the local coach has did very bad for us. There are better local coaches, and NFL, when it comes to NFF, we are calling on the glass house when they come to issue of appointment of coaches. They should look at the larger interests of Nigeria. We have had a lot of things that is going on in the glass house, but as at now, we will leave it at speculation level. But we are calling on them that whenever a coach is going to be appointed, the overriding interests of Nigeria should be put ahead of anything. It is a very sad one. You remember during the Nation Cup, how many people, in fact, one of a Nigerian billionaire who was in Cote d'Ivoire died in the stadium because of the performance of the Super Eagles. So you can see how people's life are attached to this game. So you don't toy with people's life. It was recorded that in that match about 9 people died across Nigeria and across the world generally because of that penalty that was awarded against Nigeria. So they should know that responsibility also deals with people's emotion, deals with people's life, and they should not put their interests ahead of national interest. Whenever there is an interview or recruitment of coaches, they should always go for the best coaches, even if they don't like their faces.
Again, I know Prof will want to say something here, but of course, if the performance was something very, very good, nobody will begin to even say something about who would have emerged, who would have been the coach and all that. It's just like in politics too. If the governor or the president is doing wonderfully well, nobody cares his religion, his region, he's from where, just because it's good. But then if it's not, we have to look and say, Prof.
And it's quite unfortunate that we missed the last World Cup. If we miss this one, we will not be playing World Cup for the next 8 years. And just imagine a kind of players like Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Alex Iwobi, and they will not be in the World Cup. You know, World Cup is a platform to showcase yourself and then also increase your profile and then increase also the profile of your country in terms of football. You know, so many advantages. So it's quite unfortunate.
Well, Finidi has finished us. Unfortunately, Finidi has finished us, even though we believe in miracles. But we shouldn't be pushed to the level where we are waiting for miracles to happen. We should have done better than this. We've played 4 matches, only 3 points. What is that? Even the smallest African countries are doing better than us. Can you imagine being defeated by Benin Republic?
It's quite sad.
Benin Republic is not up to Plateau State.
It's quite sad.
even though it's not by size. But when we have more than 200 million people, and we can swallow up Benin Republic 10 times, 20 times or more, we should be able to showcase the best players. We should have the best coach, as it were. Our performance should be superlative. But I don't know what Finidi George was thinking about. The defenders, I don't know whether they just went to sleep. Very poor. Even the midfielders performed badly. I'm happy I did not waste my time to watch that match yesterday. Maybe I would have had a high blood pressure. You know? Because some of us are emotional about football.
That's why I don't watch football. Yes,
so
that's my reason.
That performance was dismal, was terrible. And because he's a local coach doesn't mean we should not criticize him. We're going to criticize him. In fact, people have started hashtag sack Finidi George. It has started already, yes. Hashtag sack Finidi George. Why? Because his game plan was very primitive. In an age where people are tactical, people are strategic, when people go out there to win, it looks as if our Super Eagles just went there to do a rehearsal. And I can hardly remember when we were defeated like this by Benin Republic. Maybe Barrister remembers. You know, in a World Cup qualifier or match of that dimension. When was the last time we were defeated by Benin Republic?
Nigeria is a team that teams like Benin Republic, when they hear Nigeria.
Yes.
You know,
I
remember there was a time that Nigeria was taken to one funny stadium, Kasarani Stadium. You know, even when if you play the ball, dust will be rising. But Super Eagles defeated them in that match 4-1. Because they felt that if they take Super Eagles to a bad ground, they defeated them 4-1. So you can see that it's quite unfortunate that the glory of Nigerian football is seriously declining. And it was so unfortunate that the match yesterday was against a former coach of the Super Eagles.
Yes.
So the coach was able to prove his worth. And when he was in Nigeria, we didn't value him. So he proved that, yes, even a foreign coach are still good. So there are fantastic local coaches. You know, Daniel Omokachi has worked closely with Super Eagles, and they have delivered a lot of results, particularly when he was assisting Stephen Keshi. But when he was appointed to work with Finidi George, he was supposed to be the first assistant coach. Then Finidi George relegated him to the second assistant coach and made Benjamin the first assistant coach. And I believe it's one of the things that made Amokachi. You know, Amokachi is not a talking type. He's not saying anything. He just says he's not going to continue with the team. And you can see that we are really feeling the impact of his absence. There are some things they are not telling us.
It's just like in politics.
Yes.
Many of the things we know about politicians, are the things they just spread it around for us to know and make noise about.
We celebrated Finidi George being a local coach.
Yes, and that
we would have celebrated any other local coach.
Yeah.
To be thinking homewards.
Yes.
Not because he was the best, but because we felt, let's start using our local coaches. If you go to Brazil, Argentina, and the rest, you know, they use local coaches. So it is high time we start doing that. But with the outing of the Super Eagles against Benin Republic, the morale of Nigerians is very low now. People are highly disappointed, and people are pissed off, frustrated, and we are almost at the bottom of the table now. Because imagining that we are in a group with small countries like Lesotho. Lesotho has how many people?
Yes.
How many people? 2 million people, thereabout.
All right, Prof.
You know, so we should have been doing better. But we went in there and we've messed up. We've become a laughing stock in Benin Republic. They're laughing at us in Africa. People are wondering, what is happening to Nigeria? Is it the economic problems of Nigeria that is affecting us? Because our players were playing like the problems of Nigeria. You see some of them playing like INEC chairman. You see somebody playing like our power holding company and discourse. You know, you see some of them, you know, are playing like EFCC. You see some of them, you know, are playing like our politicians. They were just playing like the problems of Nigeria. At the end of the day, this is the result.
When we come back from this commercial break, you'll be telling us you localize their performance, make it relevant to us on the platform. Who is playing like the speaker? Who is playing like the all right, stay tuned. We'll be right back, our viewers and listeners. Thank you.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It kill love, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained. Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies,
It's lonely at the top.
And lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again.
We are back, and thank God we're back and we're live on air. This is Unity Trend on Unity 93.3 FM and TV, in case you're just tuning in. And of course, in the studio, it has been Barrister Paul Zaruma and Professor H. Bamaye. Ishadamo remains my name, Kobe. If you like, and I'll be just fine. Yes, before that commercial break, we were just talking on trying to relate the football match, Nigerian playing there, how it looks like the same issues that we have in the country. So, of course, when your country is not having it real good, it has a way of affecting whatever thing that you do in life. And so it affects family, it affects your business, it affects your performance, it affects your orientations and all of that. And so Prof, to be precise, gave us some link and how it connects with the problem of the country. I think I'll just give him 2 more minutes on that, and then we just look at local issues concerning compliance to the executive order for us on the plateau to clear up some major streets, marketplaces, and just Bukuru metropolis. So, Prof, maybe back to you.
Yes, Nigerians were highly expectant as the Super Eagles went to play that match against Benin Republic. Of course, some people also have expressed pessimism because of the previous performance. And so yesterday they were not looking forward to any fantastic performance by the Super Eagles. When you come from a country with so many problems and challenges, you will expect the Super Eagles will give us a cause to smile. That the Super Eagles will not allow us to be hypertensive, full of anxiety, in such a match. Especially with the kind of, the caliber of players that we're bringing together who have track records. But that cohesion was not there when they were playing. They were not playing, as a team. They were playing like the problems of Nigeria. When you see the way the Super Eagles play, it's just like the problems we have in the country. Some are playing like the INEC chairman, some are playing like the Inspector General of Police, some are playing like the service chief, some are playing like EFCC, some are playing like the Senate President, some are playing like the President and House of Speakers.
Was there anyone playing
like
His Excellency Wike? Was there any play like Wike?
Some were playing like some Wike.
All right.
That cohesion wasn't there. Not really having that teamwork that would deliver the goals that we needed and win the match. That's why our defense was very weak and porous. That's why our strikers were not doing very well. It is unfortunate.
All right.
And if this is the kind of play that the Super Eagles would display in the remaining 6 matches, we may as well forget about going to the World Cup. Already, our hope is very, very dim. Our chances of going to the World Cup is very slim. And if they continue like this, there won't be any hope again. And that is why we want to appeal to Finai the judge. Please wake up from your slumber. And the players need to be more organized. They need to be more harmonized. They need to be more strategic. And for that to happen, you need a fantastic coach. Because when a team is not doing very well, the bulk of the blame goes to the coach. Because he's responsible for the performance of the team. That is why they don't sack the players, they sack the coach. And for Daniel Amokachi to have stepped aside and refused to be part of this means that there is something maybe he knows that is not telling us. Probably he's not expecting anything from a Finidi George led Super Eagles. And that is why the NFF need to go back again to the drawing board and to re-strategize for future matches. What do we really want as a nation? We should stop all this trial and error. Enough of trial and error. By now, Super Eagles should be the strongest football team in Africa. They used to fear us. The mere mention of the name Super Eagles before, you jitters fear into any team in Africa. But now, you just say Super Eagles, they'll say, we Super Eagles, we're ready to play them. Don't be surprised with the way they are playing. If Super Eagles face Plateau United will defeat them. Or they face Mighty Jets or any of these, they'll be defeated. Because the guys, these Super Eagles that we're having, I mean, I don't know what they went there to really achieve. Was it just there to show that we've come to play or to deliver the goals? So something drastic needs to be done by NFF. If Finidi George will not deliver the goods, please sack him. We cannot afford trial and errors.
NFF has to go back to the drawing boards. Just like yesterday, we said that the security or the law enforcement agents would have to go back to the drawing board in terms of the issue, clearing up some major streets and markets, places, traders on the roadside. I think they have gone back to the drawing board, and we have seen, especially yesterday, what they were able to come up with. So, Barrister, tell us about Faringada Ban A axis. Yes.
Actually, the Faringada itself is not enjoying Band A. The people that are really enjoying Band A are the people of Gamajigo.
Oh, great. Yes. I celebrate them.
So, the people... Actually, in Faringada, there is a great level of compliance. We give kudos to the people of Faringada. When those places were marked, I don't know if it was marked late night, on Saturday or was it on Friday, but at least immediately after church on Sunday, I see people complying with the authorities. Many people removing their makeshift shops and shanties and whatever you will call it. They were uprooting them, and that shows discipline. That shows level of compliance. I tell you, even when the enforcement agency came to Faringada yesterday, there was nothing to enforce. Yes, there was less for them. There was near to nothing for them to do. So you can see that there was really a great level of compliance and discipline in that area. And we give kudos to JNDB. JNDB has been quiet for so many years, running into decades. But I can see that JNDB is doing dynamically well and then doing wonderfully well. And we encourage them. We salute the chairman of JNDB. He is doing wonderful. Yesterday I was in JNDB. I saw them. They were doing, I think, what looks like a rehearsals. So it was, I could see a combined effort of road safety, civil defense, and other police, and so on and so forth. So they came together. It was a unity for purpose. We celebrated yesterday. They were doing a great work in terms of enforcement. We are calling on citizens of Plateau State in general to comply with the instruction of government. Let Plateau State be better for all of us. You know, let's make Plateau State habitable and let's make it conducive. You know, it is not your right to block the roads or block places in the name of doing business, and assuming even if it is a right, your rights end where someone's rights start. So let us be disciplined, let us be obedient to the authorities. We salute JNDB, we encourage them to continue with the great job that they are doing, and this is very, very unprecedented, I must say. You know, at a point in time we are wondering whether JNDB is existing, but you can see that the new leadership in JNDB has given JNDB a new lift and a new face. Right. So we really celebrate what he's doing. We want to have a better Jos. We want to return to those days of keep Jos clean. I remember there was a time that even if you have a cab and you don't have a small trash can in the cab, you cannot drive within the city of Jos. That was during the military era. And the enforcement team was a combination of police, military, and VIO. So at that time, if you make a mistake, you are caught without a trash can in your car, you are in trouble. And or by you accidentally fling something through your window, you know, they will arrest you. That was when Jos was very clean. So, but I don't know what has happened. So let's keep Jos clean. Jos is beautiful. Let's maintain that.
Jos is beautiful, barrister.
What has happened is that we've relaxed.
We've relaxed,
and we did not consider it a priority to keep Jos clean anymore and maintain sanitation. Over the years, our political leaders have had other priorities, and unfortunately, as the leaders go, so do the followers. If the leader is not leading in a particular direction, the followers will also not go there because they have to be led, you know. And so when you are not emphasizing something, they also go their way, you know. They scatter direction. So kudos